Ooh. I need to be up here. This is where I belong. That'll... Yeah, whatever. That'll do! That'll do. Hey. How's it going, everybody? Welcome along. Hope you're doing well. Happy Wednesday. It's a weird time of day. I'm a little bit early. I am quite early, actually. But, you know, I had a bit of time. Rather than just sit there and do nothing. I thought, well, let's do a bit of streaming. Stream a bit early. Why not? Right? Why is my Windows misbehaving? Sorry, bear with me. A second. I hope you're doing well. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome back. I thought it was a scum playthrough. How you guys doing? We got Solo Spirit. How you doing, buddy? No, so good. Welcome along, Cameron DeSantis as well. Hello, Merlin. How you doing, buddy? Kikinak as well. Good morning. Jazz Dragon Wolf. Great name. Love that. Jazz Dragon Wolf. Or 269 as well. Wait, I thought this was a scum playthrough. I don't know where you got that from. Good luck in life. The Laney's trigger looking damn fine so far. Thank you, sir. Yeah, we're going to try and actually get some real work done on this today. I tell you, we're going to go a little bit hard and fast. Yeah, we've got still quite a bit of work to do. So I want to get this done because I feel like it's reached a point now where it's like, yeah, we get the idea. We figured it out. Nah, that's the shit. Wonderful. Blah. Publish it already. Right, okay. We need to move on to something new. We need to do something new. Right, I have a little bit of a confession to make because I did quite a lot of work off camera while I was waiting for things to upload and various things like that. So what you might be looking at right now is basically the completed exterior of the ship, other than texturing, fine details, and things like that. Now we did actually do most of this, in fact all of this I think, in the end of the last stream, but perhaps what we didn't do was what I'm about to show you. Let's just pop it up in the sky a little bit there. For no particular reason. Is oh yeah. That's her underbelly. There we go. So I think at the end of the last stream that wasn't even slightly done, so may have gone out and just done that. Or off camera, sorry. Yeah, like I said, I wanted to kind of speed this thing up, and I think this would have taken us on stream most of the stream, and it's just more of the same sort of stuff. So we wanted to just kind of like nail it and get it out of the way, and just, yeah, there we go. There we go. That's it. That's the underside. I had a little bit of fun with it. I thought, like, what could you do to a flat freaking surface, the bottom of the ship, which needs to be about the same level all the way along, otherwise you have a nightmare with the freaking landing gears. What can we do? Over here I decided to make a little like a little descending bridge, not bridge, platform sort of thing, cargo loading and stuff. Yeah, you know, whatever. You have to use your imagination for these things. Got these like little tanks, storage tanks on the bottom there. We'll paint them in different colours so they look like they're, you know, they go in and out, basically. They're kind of replaceable or something. And then sort of trussing effects. I got the name lit up as well on the underside there. I've put in the force fields and the sort of surroundings around that. Copied and pasted that over there because I was like, what the hell do I do with this space? And of course all the thrusters have been decorated and sort of stuff, so they've got nice little deco blocks around them and whatnot. There we go. Oh, and there's a wall of gat guns here. Like, on just one side as well. Like, just totally randomly. Here's a bunch of gats. I don't know. You know, what do you want? But, you know, you park this above a POI or whatever, and all those gats will be able to shoot at it. So from pretty much any angle, because they're on almost the lowest point. Although these landing gears do get slightly in the way. But say I'm a POI down here, they're all going to be shooting. They're all going to be shooting. So it doesn't really matter what side they're on. They are there to help whittle down POI defenses if you want to risk the biscuit and park this thing over the top of it. So what we're going to be doing today is very much sort of interior finalizations, because I've done a little bit in here as well. And changed some stuff up a bit. I went for a much more sort of open plan-esque kind of interior. I wanted to show off and not hide away things like the thrusters, assets, the generators and stuff like that. I already had a bit of it going with the warp drive in the ceiling there. And so I've sort of expanded on that with the little generators, the big generators there as well, and created these sort of little cubbyhole engineering sections with lots of pipes around those, and pipes around these as well. There's the repair bay, so there's ample room there with these shutter doors closed to repair a tank the size of the Tri-Fire there, nice and easily. I've done a lot of work on the ceiling here, which is not easy to do, but you know, it's structural kind of trussing and stuff like that. The constructors are accessible from both sides now by a little kind of ramp up. See into the garden from outside. More pipes and exposure of these nice thrusters. And of course, I've moved the shield generator down from upstairs because there was a nice void in this space here that was perfect for it. So put that in there and do some nice texturing in there to make that look good. And then upstairs, I rearranged a little bit the entrance to the engineering bay here. There's some lighting, some consoles, and some decoration in here. Built that up a little bit. The warp drive. Put some CPU in, so it's actually now CPU compliant. Put these little things around the core pieces. I don't know what's going on with these, but I was just messing around, really. I don't know if I keep them or not, because there's obviously this gnarly little gap going on up here, but at the same time it's like, well, I don't know if it annoys me a lot or not. I might just like take this out and replace it with just one of them and continue that up in the corner, and that way it will look a little bit more purposeful, you know. And then some more piping around these thrusters. These pipes are actually quite functional because they keep you away from the damn thrusters, and therefore they keep you from burning to death. And then that's it, pretty much. That is everything that I've done. So what I want to do today, other than a crap load of texturing, is the bridge, which is kind of the only area we haven't really touched so much. It's all pretty much in place along here, but as you can see, nothing in here yet. So we're going to finish that off. We'll do the bridge, we'll do lighting and final touches in here, and then we're just going to get on with a lot of texturing. Oh, and the medical bay down here as well. Final touches like that. Put a teleporter in because I wanted to get the full CPU stats in there, which is 4.6 million. Obviously in vanilla you can go as high as 10 million, which is crazy, which is amazing, not crazy, I should say. So there we go. Okay, grand tour complete. Let's have a look at the chat. What did I miss while I was blabbering on? Now that's pretty, thank you. Zaven, is that how you pronounce that? X4VN? I'm going to go with it, Zaven, thank you. Grags, yeah, this is the SAS Jupiter. That is the Scavenger Alliance ship, Jupiter. So it will be, it is for a faction. Jazz Dragon, thank you very much. Yeah, SAS, wait, yeah, you got it. You answered your own question. What docks on the bottom? Nothing docks. That's just for lowering to the ground cargo things. Going with the classic grid lock paint job. No. Hey Bigos. Hey Draconis. Welcome along, buddy. Mechanized Soul says, wow, Spanj, this ship is your finest creation. Incredible. Can't wait to see it on the workshop. I hope. It will be on the workshop. Hell yeah, dude. Mechanized Soul. That's very kind of you to say. I'm not sure I agree with you, but I do like it. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. But thank you, dude. That's really nice of you to say. What's the random door in the grav gen? Oh, yeah. I'll show you that in a sec. Spanj, so would you like to see the size and layout of the Wave Rider I mentioned in TM? Oh, this is the thing that can take, like, what, 18 of my Tri-Fires or something? It's okay. It's all right. I've seen a giant platform encased in a box. It's fine. Shots fired there. Draconis, sit down. Will some windows fit into those gaps. It's always nice to see the insides of the ship in sci-fi. I mean, we've got a fair few windows on the outside to see in. They aren't rotated in the tint, so they're quite darkened at the moment. But there's windows there all the way down the side. We've got some at the front there, and we've got more down this side as well. And these are flipped in tint, so you can actually see through them quite a lot more, as you can see. So I'm reasonably happy with the amount of glass that we've got in this thing so far. His finest, don't know about that, but it is still better than anything I could do. Thanks, Cameron. Yeah, that's generally how I feel about it as well. A stylish, modern aircraft carrier. Yep, it's a short aircraft carrier, but yeah. Hey, Daz, welcome along. Is this for Re-E? It's not. This is vanilla, but I will see if I can convert it into Re-E. Re-E? Re-E? What's Re-E? Reforged. Re. I finally can watch 5 mins of stream before I head off to work. Clay! We're all late sometimes, buddy. Don't worry about it. 34, yeah. Oh, yeah, all right, Jacodas. That's just a texture by the name. That was the part with weird gaps next to the ceiling. Okay. Needs more DACA. It's got quite a bit of DACA on there. Hey, Owen, how you doing, buddy? Let's have a little look. How many DACAs have we got? How many DACAs? 23 DACAs. There's quite a number of DACAs. Like, and they're all gap. Apart, oh, and actually, tell a lie. We've got 4 flaky boys at the top here. Otherwise, they are all gap. They are all point defense. They are all drone defense or POI melting. You know, ground-based POI, that is, I suppose. The general gist of this thing is, though, that you deploy more powerful things from within it than it being the powerful thing in the first place. Hey, Chris, what's up, dude? Spanj, I would doubt you would call this a box, though. Okay, fair enough. I'll take a look. Yeah, DM me, dude, because I can't click on that. I have to alt tab and it's a mess. Re-E is how I out trying out Reforged. It's kicking my arse. It takes some adjustment, doesn't it, the old Reforged, when you dive into it the first time. Hey, Darren, what's up, man? Still needs more DACA. Alright, dude, fine. Yeah, I did do some signal logic as well. So, we got, let's have a little look-see. The drop bay here can be opened. That's on a switch rather than a motion sensor, because I figure you'll probably want to leave it open and not mess around with motion sensors dicking about. The repair bay, obviously, repair bay. Core access. Oh, actually, I think that can go now, because it was originally had doors around this thing, and then didn't. Anyway, so yeah, what I was thinking about with this. Let's have a little play with this a second. I'll put symmetry up 1 minute. Take these off. And then just continue this shape up. See? Yeah, then you get that gnarly little gap thing there. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't mind the gap at the top. It's just that I know that it looks a bit funny. But texturing can do wonders. Texturing can absolutely do wonders with that sort of stuff. So maybe we'll have a little go at that later. Right, because, you know, the big freaking blank wall here, I'm not even sure what I'm going to be able to do with that. This is obvious, there's a big flat area, but, you know, it's a landing platform, so that's reasonably easy to texture. We'll use dark textures and lines and stuff and make it look like an actual runway. Okay, let's sit this thing on the ground then. I've only got this one cockpit at the moment, so... The other thing I wanted to do was see if I can get a, another cockpit up in the hangar bay. There we go. Are you going to relax, or are you just going to be a dick about it this whole time? You're going to be a dick about it. Okay, fine. I'll turn your thrusters off then. Yeah, I wanted to get a cockpit down in the hangar bay here somewhere. I'm not quite sure where to put it yet at the moment. That's the drama. Because I was thinking about putting it back here. It's a bit odd. Bit of an odd boy. The other option is maybe like an engineering. There is a cockpit at the back here. So you can drive it backwards, but also mainly that's just for using the multi-turret at the back there. Could use another one in here that faces the correct direction. The only thing is, it's like, well, there's one there, which is about the midpoint in a hangar, and it's one elevator up, and it's right there. So is there really a benefit to having another one down here? I'm not sure there is. I'm not sure there is, and there isn't really space for it. So there we go. Okay. The cockpit then, the bridge, the main drivey bit. Docked HV still causing problems. No. This is being fine. This thing is all good. Let's see how fast we can drive it through the middle here. Ah, the doors just don't open quite quick enough, do they? Right. Let me sit you over there for now. Okay. Yeah, when you're on foot, I tell you, it is quite a big boat. And you're in here on your little... trying to run from one end to the other. Takes a while. There's a problem with God mode sometimes. You're building in creative mode and you just like... The scale of things gets corrupted. You know? Okay, so bridge. Let's try not to get distracted. It happens all the time. I always get distracted. Passenger seats. Okay. So do we do a captain's chair? Or do we do this kind of thing? It's not actually that big, is it? It's just like, it's not actually that big. It's quite a small little place. So I'm thinking that guy. And then we put 2 passenger seats either side. And just like have some consoles. Problem is that is just so lame. 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 Meh. This feels weak. The other option is I put like a birdcage thing up. So if I get some railings, I gotta flip this over because I'll need the cockpit to go on the top side. I'll put the cockpit there. It's a lovely view from here. Just like floating cockpit here. It's quite funny. And then we just get a normal stair block. Yeah, that guy. Just float the captain's chair in the middle of the glass. Stag, you got it. Look at that. Great minds. Great freaking minds. I'll say, hey, Static, how's it going, bud? Welcome along. Let's have some nice railings in here. After all, this is the bridge. See, that is... it's not the end of the world, I suppose, because the console itself is kind of a form of railing. Got a safety first it, guys. Although, I'm like, do we put a railing there? Because that's just going to obscure the view. Half my view's obscured. Lame. Absolute lame balls. One thing that is like slightly upsetting me though is how precarious that does look. It looks completely unsupported. I have no idea how I would go about making it look supported. It is not possible. That just floats because it's a half block. The only one would be like that, like a little, but that's just not connecting to anything. Floaty. Never mind. Use a wall block instead. Truss blocks. Future metals can support it. I like your attitude there, Captain Borges. Yes, yes, yes. I like it. It's space tech. It can float. Yeah, exactly. They'll be saved by the invisible seatbelts. Yeah, you got it. You guys got it. Nice. Very nice. Excellent. It's gonna happen. You gotta have that. You gotta have that. I think, you know. There's no escaping it, really, is there? The other option, maybe, is like... The problem with this is... What do I do with that little corner bit there? It doesn't really obscure my view down at all. It's all right at the level of the right levels there. That little corner bit, though. What do we do there? Do we put a little bit of... I think there's a tiny little corner piece we can use. But is it thin? I'm not sure if it's thin. Now that I think about it, I don't think it is. I think it's a chonker. Oh, maybe not. It is still a chonker though, compared to everything else. It's a chonker. It's huge. That's cool. That's cool. I can live. Put one on the other side as well. Yeah. Chonk. Love it. Can we have also nice. Nice. There we go. The grating under the chair looks terrible. Like Blazer said, use a wall instead, maybe. What you could do is maybe use the Alfonsi wall. Like that chapo. Then we can texture it to whatever. The other option is glass. You could put glass up there. Glass might fit quite nicely with the railings that we got going on around. Just continue that theme. But then, you know, glass makes it look like the cockpit is just literally resting, resting on the glass block. So I think we'll stick with that. It's a little chunky, but you know, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Good. Can this help us? Yes, yes, I believe it can. Very nice. Okay. So that's good. Excellent. Other issues include any kind of like heads-up display in here is doomed. There just isn't any. Like everything's half blocks and such. That's pretty much it. The only place to put things is there and there. Damn. LCD projector fanciness. Yeah, well, the same problem with LCDs. You got to put the projectors somewhere. I'm not sure where we could put them. I freaking hate LCDs. I put them there. I could put them on the outside, maybe. Put one there, look. Which may work, but I need something. I can't do LCDs, honestly. So lose the core. Help me. Help me, LCD. Thank you, mate. Honestly, this guy is a freaking gift. Look at this stuff he's done, man. It's amazing. It is awesome. I want like a nice heads-up display crosshair type thing. I'm sure he's probably done one or 5. Look at that. That's freaking awesome. Arc. M. Luther. Ah, God, I could look at this stuff for hours. It's amazing. And then I look at like the coding that he's put in to make this stuff work, and I'm just like, this is why I don't do LCDs. Look at this stuff. What? Oh my God. How about no? Yeah, I mean, he's done the hard work for us. He's done all the FAR stuff. Look, here's all the tourist information from the FAR archives. So, it's awesome. It's so good. FAR archives. Amazing. Love it. It's just a freaking armor locker. Oh, he's made an armor locker. Alright. I'm in a little trouble with my shoe. Use the hat around desk. Where do you get all these displays? This is Saluz Decor's LCD set, or otherwise I think it's just SD LCD list. Messy LCD screen, SD's wild LCDs. This is by Saluz Decor. It's absolutely fantastic. It's available in the workshop. If anyone can have it, just have a look. Just search LCD list, and it should come up. And you can. He's published his entire LCD catalog of every build he's done LCDs for. They are in here, and he keeps it updated as well. Like I said, the man is a gift. Though I am struggling to find any nice little HUDs. No, that's a freaking TV menu. Thunderstrike. Dun, 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 dun. Empyrean, Thor, Mark something or other. I suppose really the heads-up display is kind of taken care of by the game, isn't it? So why would he do one? This is all like extra bits and bobs. Extra things. There's a HUD, sort of, kind of. The further back you go in this thing, the further back in time you go in this build, you start to see like the LCDs become a little simpler. Still amazing, but like, yeah, a little simpler. Loading. It's freaking awesome. New Sun, Bargainair. I'm not sure he's got one. I'm trying to like remember if I pinched one from him before, but and the HUD side of things I don't think I have. Is that a lie? Look at that. Acquiring target data. That could work. Just past a few I could have used. Well, woulda, coulda, shoulda. I see a J-Randall LCD in there, do you? The Walmart of LCDs. I know, Scarlet, I'm the same. Can you mount an LCD projector under the platform? That's a good idea. We'll see. Let me just grab this. Like, fairly simple looking thing, isn't it? But then you look at the data and it's just like, how the actual F. Let's see. Does it go under? I don't think. Well, no, it can't. There's absolutely no room inside here whatsoever unless you go to this back wall and the floor. So what we do, place that in there. Width. It doesn't display. Why not? Why do not display? Because it's still too big. Oh, you're down there. Okay, fine. So Y offset needs to come up. Nope, other way. Okay. This is what I hate about LCDs. I don't know if that's going to go in the right... Ooh, 5 is almost exactly where I want it to be. And then I need to rotate it, and I need to rotate it up, so is that the Y rotation? No. Z rotation? No. X rotation? Yes. But then it's backwards. And 5 is too much now. Let's bring it back to 4. Oh no, it is the right way around. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's take it to... I think that is... 4 is about half, so take it to 3.5. It should be in the glass. It's just outside the glass. Take it one more notch. 3.25. Yep. Okay, we need to raise it up a little bit. So what frickin' thing is that? Z, I think? Offset? There it is. Z offset. And... yeah, that works. 0.75 higher. Darkness Falls is fine until demons come. Oh, we're talking about Darkness Falls? So if a ground POI shoots back and hits the projector, you lose the display from battle damage. At least it's not Trex Explodium consoles. Yeah, there you go, see? Actual realisticness. Right, we'll change the colour. I think he's got the colour hard coded actually. Yeah, he has, yeah. So that's fine. I can take the colour out because it's all one. Actually, tell a lie. He's got multiple colours in here, hasn't he? Shit. Okay. So we need to change Dragonfly and like 3 colours, I think. And this is all just for one freaking LCD. And people wonder why I don't do LCDs. There's Dragonfly. So we change that to Jupiter. Yeah. And now I need the hex code for the colour I want, which is just sort of freaking blue. Is that the hex code or is that the HTML code? I don't even know. It looks hex to me. That looks too long though. 8 characters. Hash. I'm gonna have to do some googling. 0, 0, 0. Yeah, but is that blue Draconis or is that the nice blue that I want? Or is that just like gonna... I'll try it. I want it kind of like... I want 3 shades of blue. Look, there's one colour there, there's another colour there. And then there's another colour there. It's 3 colours, 3 shades of yellow going on in here. That shade, and this shade. Okay. Jesus Christ, and I don't know which one's which either, so... Changing the colour of this is going to be interesting. Started my 3rd playthrough yesterday on Survivalist 60-minute days, and it's brutal so far. Both my precious games ended with when Sucky Bee appeared, flying evil nasties. I don't know what they are. Is it RGB? Let's try HTML. Color codes, maybe. It's hash, and then... sorry, I'm off on a Google thing right now. Right. Let's try this one. The first one there, I think, is that going to be the base? I don't know which one's the base. I think the base color is this one. Paste that in there like that. Yeah, so that turns the base to the light blue, which needs to be... much lighter than that, because that is solid, and now I can't see through it. Wow. Let's try this one. Now it's just basically white. Wait, how has he done this? I don't understand. He's made it like opaque and stuff. It's crazy. How does he make it opaque? I'll put a bunch of zeros in front of it. RGB plus transparency. RGB in hexa. So add the 20 at the end. Oh, I see. The 20 is the transparency. So like that. Oh, you clever bastards, you are. Look at you. You can ass. Okay, I like that. Thank you very much. Okay, good. Now it's starting. I'm starting to learn. Starting to learn. Right. So we take another sort of slightly darker color for the next bit, which I think is these lines here, and then it's like not so a darker color for those bits there. I don't know. This is tricky. First of all, you know, reverse engineering someone else's LCD is never easy, but you know. So that's 40. So if I paste that and leave the last two numbers, that should keep the. I have no idea which bit that's just changed. Okay, so that's changed Jupiter and acquiring target. The lighter color actually works quite nicely. Let's try the next one down. Then is this one here, which is a 10. That needs to be like a shade darker than that one. And there's another color straight after it, plus. All right, so that's the crosshair color. And then this one here, we could probably do the same color as what we just did before. I don't know what that's changed. That seems to have done nothing. Because there's another color right underneath it. What the hell? What? Right, that's done that. That's quite nice. I like that. Right. Nice. So the cross then, I need a not so dark version of the first color. This is freaking crazy. Like that. Nice. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Holy crap. This is action freaking stream right now, isn't it? Ever been so on the edge of your seat? There's the last color. That's the last one. There's a brightness of 40. It was the one with the brightness of 80. This guy here. Can I use the same color? Do you think I can get away with it? Not brightness, you know what I mean. Oh! Oh, we done it. Look at that shit. I mean, thank you very much to Luzcore for making that as painless as possible and still yet incredibly painful. This is why we leave LCDs to other people. Yes! Oh my god. We're learning too, but we're catching on faster. Thank you, Polyphus. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, good. Right. So that 20, can I reduce that to 10? That just makes it like less, a little even more transparent. Barely visible, that's what I want. Lovely. Okay, cool. That's it, that's all I'm doing. I can't be dealing with this. Right. It's too much. Too much faffing. Faffing. All the faffing. Right. I am going to put some little consoles on the back of the walls here, just to sort of give that something going on there. Okay. Otherwise, this is a pretty Spartan bridge, really, isn't it? This is a driver bridge. This isn't a command bridge. This is a piloting bridge. That's how I'm going to explain it. That's how I'm going to justify it. This is not for command. That'll be the top deck one. This is for this is for getting into tight nooks and crannies and stuff. Nooks and crannies. Right, I'm tempted to put the Healy thing there just because it's a perfect space for it, and it also blocks off that kind of nice little gap there that people will inevitably fall down. So I might put that there. Like that. Blocks that off, lovely. Okay, so we got 2 beds that we need to cram in here. One over there. We'll put one in the opposite corner there. We can't put things above it because they're actually half blocks. again, I wish you could bias these onto one side rather than like that. Okay, fine. Fine. Our medical bay is here. The only thing missing is perhaps a shower. What is that? Oh, that's a grow plot. That's fine. Put a shower in there. Put a toilet in there. Regular sized door rather than the big chunky monkeys. Like you. But without the little window. Lovely. Privacy matters. Privacy matters. Okay. And we'll have a couple of little consoles. They're in there. Just to get in the way when you're trying to use these medical stations. Lovely. Hey, Bork, what's up, dude? Good evening, Matt. Z24 as well. What are we doing to the LCD tutorial stream? No! Well, unless it's you guys teaching me how to use LCDs, that is fair enough. Darren Pugh, dude, if you're... let me start that sentence again, because I tried to rush it a little bit and got all tongue-tied. Darren Pugh, thank you very much for the $10, dude. That's awesome. That was half an hour ago. I'm so sorry. He says, Spanj, loving the new ship and background behind the scavengers. Also, thanks a lot for all the content you've been pouring out, dude. Thank you. Thank you very much for the super chat. That's very kind of you. Also, about half an hour ago, into Grassy, thank you very much for the 19 months resub, looking nice and purposeful. I like it a lot. Thank you very much, dude. For Tensis as well, thank you very much for the 16 months resub. 16 months, woo, smiley. Thanks for Tensis. Awesome stuff. Dark Beholder, thank you very much for the 10 months resub. Appreciate you guys. Aussie, thanks for the follow, and Master Bass, thanks for the follow. Welcome along, guys. Awesome stuff. Good evening, Mike. How you doing, buddy? Okay. Why is that block not there like that? Why is it like that? What is going on in this world? Madness is this! Okay. Bingo. Problem solved. Right, okay. Can I either have the railings up the stairs or can I have them along the platform? I can't have them both. This is like... You want them both! Railings, safety first. Let's have them along the walkway. I feel like it will look better along the walkway than the stairs. I don't know. In my brain, that makes sense. Reality, probably doesn't. There we go. Safety railings all day. Okay, good. Let's put a little console there, I guess, maybe, I don't know. Why not, right? You gotta try and, like, make this place look presentable. Have a few little consoles decked around. Okay, we need lights. And we need motion sensors. The bridge light, that's okay. We can do this one. I like these. These are good. They fit in the corners like that very nicely. We're gonna get a nice 2 intense with a 15-meter range on a nice orangey glow. Could spotlight it, but I don't think it's necessary. Let's let there be darkness. Yes. Excellent. And so there was darkness. Let's do that on a slightly different way. Put you there and put you there. Just this dark corner over here to contend with. Try and use as fewer lights as kind of feasible to use, because they're a bit hungry on size class. They cause a lot of frame rate drops and stuff like that as well, so you know, it's good if you can minimize them, even better. That's why I'm running around with my flashlight off right now, because I can get in a sense of the actual light. Look at those LCDs. It's like Disneyland. Anyway, it's a really long freaking platform there. I'm really tempted. This bottom floor here, because that gap there is just a bit nasty, really. So if we fill it in, just have a little play with this a second. It'd be nice if that was like that. There we go. It's not so aggressive then. Did I link that to a signal logic? I should link that to landed. It just descends when it lands. I don't know, is that a good idea, or should I put a switch there? I could put a motion sensor on that wall or something, but I feel like it's not much different from just having it. Jesus, those lights come all the way down here? Wow, I need to reduce the range on those. What do they set them to? 20 meters? 15. Okay, let's go to 10. Take 5 minutes off, 5 meters off these things. You can see them outside the ship. Good old light bleed. 10 meters, please. The thing is, like, the range seems to adjust the intensity quite a lot as well. Now it's dark in my medical bay. Okay, I could use a different type of lights. Take you out a second. Let's put a square light there. Oh, there you go. Instantly, it's no longer dark in the medical bay. Outside, this guy's still bleeding through. You down to 10 meters as well, then. There we go. I don't want it bleeding on the ground outside. It just seems wrong, you know. Landed and switch. Could do a landed and switch. But then... no, because we want that to be our sort of quick exit as well, don't we? I don't really have like a quick way out of the bridge. That's the quickest way out of that ramp, out the bottom. Which isn't bad. If I put an and switch on there, then it would require it to be landed and this switch be pulled. So I think maybe just the switch would be fine. Let's do that. Let's pop a switch here. We'll call it bridge ramp. And you can follow bridge ramp. There we go. Simple enough, isn't it? Okay. So another motion sensor. Let's pop you there. Pop you around the right way, actually. And we'll call you bridge device interactive setup 0. And you're going to bring this all the way back to... oh, bollocks. Press 0 again. All the way back to about there. I'm going to need to go one more that way. One more that way, actually. And... is it 8? Yes, 8. All the way up to the cockpit there. Excellent. And then each light... this is fascinating stuff as well, I understand. Follow the bridge. This is how you set up these automatic lights. Follow you as you go around the ship. They light up, they turn off when you exit the area. Can I have a P menu, please? Thank you. Bridge, 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 bridge. We go off the bridge, everything turns off. We go on the bridge, all comes on. Lovely, good. Is it worth it for one light? I'm almost like probably not. Cool, that is a dark little corner, isn't it? Shady business going on there. Let's get these guys on spotlights. Yeah, just sort of like... That makes that quite moody, that does. Over here, among these engines and stuff, might just put some like little mood lighting as well, hidden away, somewhere like there. Just give that a nice orange glow. Off spotlight mode, 10 meters. Flashlight off, just lights that up nicely. Have I got another block around here I can play with? Might have to create one. Damn, yeah. With that big hydrogen canister in there, which uses 2 by 3 blocks, 6 blocks. Oh look, there we go. Nice. If I spotlight mode this one, just give that a range of 15 meters, 90-degree angle. Yeah, nice. It's kind of cool. I like the bleed. The bleed can be useful inside a ship. Definitely, the bleed can be useful. It's very useful for just reducing the number of lights you actually need overall to light a space up, because you can use the bleed to just do multiple rooms. But outside the ship, I think bleed just looks kind of, well, it just highlights the brokenness of it, really, doesn't it? For me, it does anyway. I don't know. If you like it, then you know, great. A little bit of a 10 meter, 5 meter, 5 meter. It's like interrogation chairs, don't they? Adjust that spotlight angle to maybe 120. Lovely. Just replace that and it adopts the last settings I made. That is one dark ass corridor. Alright, let's put a motion sensor here as well. We gotta set this area up. Call this top bridge. Get these guys to follow the top bridge. Cool. And then I need to do the same in engineering all the way back as well. All these spotlights. It's kind of spooky in here, isn't it? Spooky. Kind of purple lighting. And motion sensors in here as well. For the entire deck here. Make all the interior blocks blinding, glowy white. Flying around, you miss the railings across the stairs in medical. Oh, did I? Oh yeah. That's counterproductive, isn't it? That means I can have these guys. Like that. Nice. Cool. Thank you, well spotted. Okay. So, 2 advanced constructors. 2 small constructors as well. Embedded in the walls there. Full medical. We've got a fridge here. completed food. We've got a fridge in here along with the food processor for making food. O2 stations. We could do with an O2 station actually near the bridge, couldn't we? And an armor locker, in fairness. Got an O2 station there. Armor lockers, I've put sort of over here where we've got these benches and stuff. There's a repair station, armor locker, medical chamber, O2 station out here. Because I figure, obviously, you know, if you play a multiplayer, which this ship is really designed for, then your crew can be out here in the hangar bay ready to deploy. Or whoever's flying could be in here. Yes, it would be useful to have an O2 station near here, ready to go. Now it's a case of like, where on earth can I stash it? Tell you what, that console can come out. You can go in. Armor locker fits anywhere, really. Because it's quite small, so... There we go. That'll do. Lovely. Let there be light! And so there was. Lovely. Okay. Just trying to think. The corridors where the xenomorph is waiting to attack you. I like that. Or rogue blighted, yep. Scavenger have interrogation seats. They have been taking tips from ASC. The xenomorph is not what you should worry about. It's a wild lady that is in danger. That's very true. Red Sniper, thank you very much for the bits and for the 20 months resub. Hello to you, good sir. Welcome along. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, the easiest part of texturing this thing is using the glorious replace mode. Shablam, shablam. Okie dokie. Most of the texture done for us. Lovely. Now then, take that off before we forget it's on. Let's add the... that's the base coat. So... the orange detail and flare. Some of this is going to be easy to figure out where it's going to go. Other bits are going to be a little bit harder. So the engine sections here is going to be nice and easy because that's literally just follow the contours around and you kind of like does it for you kind of thing. To figure out something on the bottom there to kind of bring that to a close. That shouldn't be too difficult to do. Don't know what, but figure something. And then it gets a little harder. The shapes become a little less kind of precise. Now this guy here. When you start playing around with these slopes, it becomes a bloody nightmare. Elion. Why you do this? Why you do this? Why? You bastards. Makes me sad. If you like texturing, Spanj, I'll have a CV that needs doing in a couple of months. Thanks, Escala. It's really kind of you to offer. Unfortunately, my secretary tells me that I'm too busy on that day that it's ready. Sorry. It's not my fault. This is Elion's fault. This is what that is, right? This is what that is. It's fine. We will adapt. We will adjust. We shall do things to work around these silly little issues. And be the better for it. Nah, 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 nah. This is the easy bit. I don't like that. How orange it looks against that blue, it's crazy. It's still... it's just brown. It's brown, but... it's orange. Looks so orange. Right, there's lots of like... we'll get this colour working in a lot of the other detail and stuff like that. Things like these window trims will look great, I think. That less so, unfortunately. Have some glowies in that colour as well. These guys should look good. Yep, these guys are fine. Because the problem with an asymmetrical ship is not only does building take twice as long, so does texturing. We'll be lucky to get the outside done today. Brown and blue, it's orange and grey. Redo that window trim in orange and cover it with small flat corners like you did with the other side. Can I do that, do you think? Yeah, it's not obscured in any way, is it? Small flat corners. This guy here. Problem is, they stick out. There isn't a small flat corner that is just flat. They're all slopes. Little slopes. That's it. That's it. Slopes. This clicking on the cross doesn't actually close it either, which is great. You have to click exactly in the right place on the cross. Yeah. Okay. What? Spanjaroo, I hope your day is rocking, man. Thank you, Andrew. Question, Spanj. Do you avoid using certain shapes due to the texture issue you know they'll cause? Yeah, I have done, yeah. I have placed something somewhere and gone, the texture for that sucks, and then, you know, removed it, changed it to something else. I've definitely done that. I try not to. I generally work more to the idea of changing the texture than changing the block. If that makes sense. I need a color. I need a color, but it's in space. Unless I put it on the tri-fire, I don't think I did. Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Copy. Use the pastel color on the tri-fire. Paste. Nope. So that'll be one of these occasions where the texture doesn't work. I could rotate it, I could fix that by rotating the block around, but it's fine, I can adjust the texture. Maybe it's the light on this planet, but to my eyes that looks like charcoal grey and burnt orange on the tool palette too. I mean, that I can forgive. That I can't. I can forgive you thinking that is grey. I mean, it is basically a bluey grey, but yeah, no, that brown is definitely brown. It's 100% brown with a side of brown. Slim chance, my friend. Oh, why you do this? He tests me. Game tests me. All these little details. It'll be worth it, damn it. Right, let's do this landing strip actually, because that's nice and easy. Right, we need a medium. That's unfortunate. Damn. Brown or rust? Dramatic texture music. It does do that every and again, doesn't it? Spanj, thanks for the RFO3 Mercury. Amazing fire. Works great for farming drone cores. Oh, I'm glad, dude. Yeah, I really like that ship. It's a nice boat. I can't spawn it in vanilla. What is it? The O3 or is it the O3 Mercury? I think, isn't it? Yeah, the heavy fighter, the heavy fig, as it appears there. I was quite happy with how that SV came out. I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but it turned out well. Good. I'm glad. She was, I think in the last version of Project Eden, kind of less effective than I'd hoped she would be, just because of how difficult the plasma planets were. But Revian has done a great job at rebalancing them and sort of making them a little more doable. So I think she's pretty effective now, which is good. SVs in general are much more effective in Project Eden Reforged Eden World than they used to be. I wonder if the inside should be darker and the outside should be lighter. Definitely. Spanj, I'd love to see you build a small jumpy SV that doesn't need titanium. Can't find one in the workshop. I made one, but it's fuggo. Small jumpy SV. What did the mandible cost? That's quite 92 titanium. I don't know what even that is. The cost of. Cost titanium. The larger thrusters, maybe. The Mark 6, Mark 5, 4 titanium rods. Are you kidding me? I don't think this one's got a warp drive in it because there's no cobalt. I'll spawn that in a second. It's got space for a warp drive and a pentaxid tank. The Mark 6 Nightshade. Though I'm not sure what happened to the thumbnail. I'm not even sure it's on the workshop. I'm pretty sure it is. Should post everything, especially nightshades. Mark 6 Nightshade hasn't got a warp drive, doesn't cost titanium, but it has got space for a warp drive. You can access the space there. So if you can build a warp drive, pentaxid tank, you can fit it with them. Take it into creative mode, slap those things in there, resave it, and away you go. Here's a tiny, teeny, itty bitty little jumpy ship. Look at the size of it. It's cute. Titanium is not difficult. Hey, Laney. Titanium is not very difficult to get in plate form. Although you can put plates in the factory and they count as rods. They count towards rods. So if you're building from the factory already, then titanium is really not a problem because you just take one Xerax POI of any kind of difficulty and you'll probably get titanium out of it. But if you're on a planet with no Xerax POIs and no titanium source, then it becomes much more difficult. I don't know many POI planets, even in Project Eden, that don't have POIs with titanium in them, to be fair though. Like some. At least one. They usually all have. A source, I think, of titanium, yeah. I'm trying to think. The snow one? No, because that's got the whole... It's got one of the story POIs on it. Dark Rogue has got POIs, so they're just really difficult to take early on without, you know, having something with the titanium in it in the first place. Purgatory's got all those dead POIs. Pretty sure some of them have got titanium in them. Yeah, tricky one. Not sure. I'm honest. Dramatic texturing music. Everybody wakey wakey. The texturing things is very important. Can't mine it on star planets. Yeah. You take one POI, like I said, and use the multi-tool to tear it apart, and you got yourself some titanium 9 times out of 10. Do you think that's a good idea, introducing yet another glowy, or should I just stick with the blue? Let's stick with the blue. Stick with the blue. Balls. Balls. Hey, Chuggy me. It never ceases to amaze me, amaze the amount of detail and labour texturing is. You think it doesn't matter because how often are you even going to see an area? But our brains are like incredibly perceptive. Yeah, I loaded up an old build the other day, one of mine, and like I always thought that it was pretty well textured. And I went back and looked at it today and I was like, holy crap, I didn't even texture the ceiling. What kind of monster am I? Like the ceiling has minimal texturing on it. I was like, so lazy. How was I so lazy when I made this? What the hell? And now it's like every block must be textured. There is always such a thing as overdoing it as well, though, of course. And, it's difficult sometimes when you get into the zone to not just fall into that trap, really. But it is possible. Look at that. Didn't realise that was happening. So much like fiddly little details though, isn't there? It's crazy. Oh, you bastard. Here we go. Just a more experienced monster. Oh dear. Alright, Warrior Steel, thank you very much. Me and Yuna have been slacking off and playing Reforged Eden together, and it's pretty balanced now. It almost feels like a vanilla A7 back when the vanilla version actually had some challenge to it. What? That's outrageous. Quick, nobody tell Vermilion. Thanks for the hydrate pork. Twice, sorry. Another one. Posture check from Akiva as well, thank you, sir. You see that crouch? And posture check from Polyphus as well. Thanks to the crouch from Red-Eyed Sniper as well. I can do a crouch. I can do a crouch. I need to go into God mode. Crouch, crouchy, 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 crouchy. God, it's slow in this, isn't it? Like crouching in 7 days is instant. Right. Let's see. We want. What do we want along here? We got a nice line all the way along here, which would be perfect for something like this. Or something like this. Oh, I like that one better. Yes. Got this sloping, which doesn't really work in any texture other than the one that's in. So we're going to leave and we'll start putting some panels on these bits here. And the inside colour will be a nice dark. That creates a contrast. Though the inside there is really interesting. You can create black. Works. Bastard. Basically, the colour palettes that I generally use is you do your base coat, which is a good sort of 70% of the ship. Then you do a secondary colour, which I generally use shades of grey as my secondary colour, so it's not just one. It's usually about 3 or 4 shades of grey and blacks, and that should account for 20% of the ship. And then the last 10% is the colour, basically the catch, the eye-catching colour. The detail in this case is the brown, which looks orange, but it's brown. And if you follow that kind of, I suppose, rule, and as long as the sort of colours don't clash and actually work together as a pattern, you can pretty much make any colour scheme work quite nicely. And then really it's just about kind of trying to figure out what bloody textures go where. One lowly sentry gun. No, did I put more in? I can't remember. Put a little vent behind that, give it a bit of company. I don't really know what to do here. There's so much flat blank space and it's difficult. No, bastard. What are you? Are you just a square block? Yep. So you get something like that, where the textures don't match up, you can use the rotate block function. Rotate the block that's being a pain in the ass and textures line up. Add a little bit more texture to the base coat here because I don't want the entire thing to just be this flat texture. I don't want it to be that either. That's where these ones sort of come in handy. They could be quite intrusive. At the same time, in conjunction with the base texture there, you know, it works. It breaks it up. Just don't want to replace it all by that. Hey, Kirsum. The bridge bits don't exist on the other side, so what blocks are getting painted? It's these corner ones, which unfortunately, you know, look a bit funny, don't they? The option is I put in a regular slope block there and then just have this kind of this sloping continue with a gap between these windows, or I just have the sharp edge there on the ends. Either way, there's going to be a sharp edge. I can't avoid it with that setup, at least, anyway. Right, so these sort of turret mounts here. It's a bit gnarly. I want these to look like they're kind of like different metal, a heavier metal used for them to make them stand out a little bit more, I guess. we can make that whole section on top there actually this kind of like darker grey. There's a slightly different texture there rather than that really beaten up metal one. Break it up with a couple of vents or something. And try and make that look like it's kind of bolted on top. Almost like a second part of it. So you got that like primary hull there, and then you got this top bit here that's got different colour on it. Separates it. Spanj, I hate to break it to you, but you have symmetry mode enabled. I do, don't I? Yeah, well, minimal damage. Can't really symmetry an asymmetrical ship, can you? Thanks for letting me know. Barely anything changed over there, I think. Oh, the blocks are different. Oh look, I did a little bit there. A little bit there. Good stuff. Right. I always like these little pipe ones here. If we put little pipes there, put little pipes underneath it. You got pipes on pipes. Nobody expects pipe inception. Piperlips. Oh, I know it, Scarlet, yeah. Symmetry betrays you. Symmetry betrays you. It really does. You'll be ruining out little texture issues the next 2 years. Let's see. Once I upload a build, I generally forget that I've uploaded it. There are loads of people commenting on my old builds going, this doesn't work anymore. I was like, yeah, it's from like 5 years ago. What do you want? You want me to fix them and re-upload them? What? What? Gah! I don't know. It's an outrage. Right, I'm gonna make it hover. Wait, we've got a bridge console here now, haven't we? Thrusters! Engage! It's got some lift, hasn't it? Quite like that now. Pretty dope. Thank you, Salusticor! Once again. Let's close you up. Ooh, yeah, look at that. It's got a very dull bottom. I don't really know what to do with this section on the bottom here. Alright, well this bit I know what to do with, because this is easy. This is the friggin' foot. You know? This is a landing gear foot. So... it wonders. Danger. Do not stand here. Danger foot. Yellow glowy stuff. It's not really glowy. It's yellow warning things. Yellow danger stuff. That's what we want. Danger, danger, danger. I want to vary the textures down here just to try and give it a little bit more character. So obviously the base coat is great, but it does kind of wear thin sometimes. It starts to look a bit boring. Just like randomly splurging a few other textures over the shop can have a bit of an impact. Especially when it comes to a scavenger build like this, where all their ships are a little rough and ready, kind of ad hoc builds. Various other ships have been disassembled and kind of reassembled into whatever shape they need it to be in. So backstory for this thing, I would imagine, is like, well, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ships. 8 ships built, combined and built around an old space station docking tube or something. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll think of something. I think this might be too much, but we want to give it a go. See what it looks like. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. Yeah, it's too much. Okay, what we could maybe try is the outer sections at least. In the brown. Or orange, if that's what you see. Eyelash attack, I think. I'm under attack. Hey, Iron Wolf. The alert for the crew to return will be audible, not visual. It'll be, save me, men! That was brilliant. How about flashing lights on the bottom to alert the crew to return? Oh, I see where this comment that I just read came from now. I hereby demand a name change more suitable. The SAS Poopator. Where's Poopator? A message board with "Save Me Men" located on the bottom. That'll be its bumper sticker. Why not brownage with the outer facing rim as well? Because I think that will be too much. So I think having it just on one side is better than having it on kind of more than one side. Yeah, I explained that really well, didn't I? Kind of getting into these rivet-y textures recently. This is a recent development. Beep-a-deep-a-doo. Texturing is fun. Texturing is great. Everybody loves a bit of texturing of late. Oh, can't you feel the texture tonight? Hey, let me know in the chat if you're uncomfortable. Say 7 days to Jupiter. Iron Wolf, how does it feel to have 500 subscribers, my dude? Congratulations. That is a pretty decent freaking milestone, gotta say. I'd be pretty bloody chuffed right now if I had 500 subscribers. As always, Iron Wolf, you're a man of many words. Poetic to the last. Volivus, when Reforged Eden is done, which will be soon, hype. I'm sorry, what? Is that a question or is that just a statement? What are you saying? How about don't panic on the flight deck? And we could have a blue alert, and we could have various alert bulbs on the flight deck. That'd be quite fun, wouldn't it? Iron Balls, thank you very much for the 5 community subs. Very generous of you, sir. That's awesome. MD318, thank you very much for the 28 months resub as well. Great stuff. He says, when is the next Imperial Let's Play? Oh, is that what Polyphus was responding to? There is an insect of doom that I'm trying to destroy. Ha ha ha! I got that mother ducker! Now it's squished on my hand and it's gross. Go away. Go away. Death to the spawns of Satan! That works because you do have 500 subs. Hey! Awesome! That was quick. It's awesome. I remember 500 subs. It was a good moment. It was a bloody good moment. Feels like when you get 500 subs, it feels like it's all possible. It feels like, you know, maybe you're not just in a little daydream. Feels like you could do it. You could make it happen. I remember it was finally like, maybe I'm not a crazy bastard for doing this. Maybe there's something here. Murder! We saw it, chat! Someone may have spanned some chopsticks. Mr. Miyagi. He was over there. It was like, he was just about to fly out of range. Got him! See that? See that doubt, Iron Wolf? See that doubt? You got 500 subs now. That starts to ebb away. That starts to like kind of... It's still there, don't worry. It will never leave you. It will always be with you, the doubt. It's a constant companion you will have to try and get along with. But at this point, you know, it starts to kind of be less loud in the brain. I hope that's not an important block. It's not. Good. But the doubt will always be with you. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. Suck it up. That sucks. I hate that. Could make it go away. Even in black, that sucks. I want a different texture. That one's all over the shop. Look at it. What are you doing? Wait, what? Yes. Yeah. Okay, fine. It's a little bit busy. That texture right there. And maybe lower it to something a little less in your face. It blends in a little bit better. Okay, fine, that'll do. Let's get a darker texture along here as a little under thing. Why? Why do you keep rotating? Stop it! Yep, we're at the stage of the build where I'm talking to the texture gun. And now I want to rename my SV to Insect of Doom! Nice one. The Jupiter Foot of Caution can handle that renaming for you. I love that. Johnny's at 435 subs! Nice one, dude. Not long now. Looking pretty pimp, mate. Thank you, Elvis. I'm Wolf. Are you doing something right and providing a new view into alternative reality and fantasy we love? Upward and onward. You are doing something right. There was no question there. There's no are you doing something right. You are. Might need to book an appointment with the barber. Yes, I know. Don't remind me. Oh, for you, for the Johnny. Sorry, I need an appointment for the barber. That's why I thought you were talking about me. But yeah. I get you now. I follow. I've caught up. I am with you. See, this is the great thing, right? I'm looking at this and I'm like, it's looking good. I'm liking it. And then, oh my god, there's still so much to do. Oh god. Okay, don't look at it. Just one little bit at a time. That's what you gotta do. You can't just look at it all and just, like, it will just melt your brain away and you'll just give up. No. We do not. We do not just give up. No. We persevere. Annoyingly, stubbornly. We get on with it. And we place more textures down, one smegging block at a smegging time, and soon the smeggy bastard will be smegging textured. You will. Have to make it pretty. And then there's the inside. I know, Chartranos. There's the inside as well. Oh my god. It's enough to make you hate this game sometimes. Stick on some tunes. Just stick on some good music. And just build. Just texture, just build, just texture, just build. Build, texture, texture, build. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about adding some glowies on these like thin blocks, but I think, to be honest, it's just going to be a little bit too much. I think this will work better if it's no, I've done that wrong, but whatever. Pretty neutral on that front. So all these thins just sort of darkened. And then put the inside ones as well. And then these little nibs here will make them a little bright colour, that bright glowy that we got going on there. I think that will sit quite nicely, because what that kind of does is it makes the thrusters the centerpiece. Doesn't try and like distract you with the shiny glowies around the thin bits. It's just like, look at these freaking beautiful models. These just awesome thruster freaking nozzles. When I'm texturing, my office sounds like a rock concert. Hell yeah, dude. This is a vanilla build, yeah. If I put this in Reforged Eden, it would probably need about 4 auxiliary cores. If you start a new game on current Reforged Eden, do you have to restart when the update drops? Yes, you will. The new version of Reforged Eden will contain so many updates and changes that you will want to create a new save game. I've seen a sort of preview copy of the patch notes Revian was kind enough to send me, and you will want to start a new game. Trust me on that one. It would never mislead you, not with something like that, at least. Anyway, I might mislead you in other things. I said nothing. Yeah, nice. Hey, Hype Train, nice. Everyone Twitch, Hype Train is off. Chugga 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 chugga. Very nice, thank you very much. I am for starting that one. Treks of Men Live. Interesting. Thanks for the follow. Welcome along, buddy. Nice. Valkyrie, dude, thank you very much for the 6 months of resub. Why that did not come in my feed, I have no idea, but thank you very much, Valkyrie. Appreciate you coming along. I thought that might get your attention, Laney. Does Imperion have new music or something? It's giving me Subnautica vibes. No, this is... I haven't actually heard from Alex for quite some time, although... That might be because he asked me to link to his channel in my videos, and I've completely failed to do that. He probably thinks that I'm just an ass. Sorry, Alex. I've just remembered that you asked me to do that. Sorry. As far as I'm aware, he has been busy with the Skyrim Reborn. Is it Skyrim Reborn? One of the big Skyrim mods things that's coming about. to be working on any more music for Empyrean. But what you're listening to at the moment is the official Empyrean soundtrack. The changelog for Reforged Galaxy is massive. Be careful here, guys, because it's very easy to get the two mixed up. Reforged Galaxy is Vermilion's mod. Some of you know this already. I hope that most of you know this. And Reforged Eden is Project Eden and Reforged Galaxy combined. Reforged Eden, no, sorry, Project Eden, I'm getting freaking confused, is Revian's creation. Polyphus, if he's still in the chat there, is Revian's brother. So make sure you ask him lots and lots of questions. Got him! Yeah. Honestly, he doesn't mind. Just, yeah, lay it on him. Go! Sorry, Polyphus. I couldn't help myself. You're done for now, aren't you? Right. No. No. That was mean. Good job. I don't even know if he's still in the chat. He hasn't responded yet, so I'm thinking he's probably not. But yeah, thanks. Little bit of plastic, little bit of plastic. Are we done yet? Don't worry, guys. If we don't finish today, I will finish this thing off offline, and we will start something new next week. Brand spanky new. It'll be fine. It'll be great. We have got to create a ship for a certain very generous subscriber from a couple of streams back. So I was thinking of doing that. Something really sleek and sporty. So I've done a lot recently of kind of utilitarian vessels, and it's been a while since I've done something sleek and, you know, sexy. So next week we're going to be going sexy, and I'm going to be saying the word sexy a lot in that exact voice. So if that's your thing, come along. No! What? Yeah, what? I thought they were thin blocks, but I was wrong. Ooh, maybe that one. That one coupled with a bit of that. Ooh, shady. Spanj, do you have a scavenger space station yet? Oh! Oh, yes. Let's have a look at the library of SAS stuff that we have here. Okie dokie. Let's see. There is two. The hub orbital T2 is the. I mean, the hub orbital is the T4 variant, which is fully upgraded and stuff like that. The T2 is the entry level one with lots of upgrades in it. So the hub orbital is the main one that I built. I think I did that on a Chillin Buildin. Most recently, I was saying earlier about an old build that I went back to. I have remade or just taken Gemini Outpost, the space station, old space station of mine, and I retrofitted that into a Scavenger Alliance station. I'm still working on that, so there will be two when I'm done with that. space stations for the Alliance. Thank you very much for asking. Hope that answers your questions. Yeah, that works. Unfortunate. That doesn't quite work. Kinda does though. Burning my face up under these thrusters. So much stuff. I'd love to see two things added to this game. Experience for making profitable trades, and the ability to set devices and containers as public access instead of faction only. Oh, but Cameron, you can set containers and devices to public access. Allow me to demonstrate. 1 second. First of all, you need the device or container in a group. Use the auto group function to do this easily. Select the container or device that you would like to make public, and then set lock code to 0000, and then click set. This device or container can now be accessed by anyone. There you go, easy. That works for anything. Anything that can have a lock code put up against it can be made public. You have to do that an awful lot when we're making POIs, so... This public service broadcast was brought to you by the Scavenger Alliance. Thank you for listening. Have a profitable day. As for XP for trade stuff, well, if you can wait for the new version of Reforged Galaxy, then you will be able to make money from experience from profitable trades. That is exactly what Vermilion has added in his versions. The new trade missions, over 400 new missions available to do for all the factions, I think, the friendly ones at least anyway, although it could be for the Xerax as well actually. But various POIs are dotted around on planets everywhere now, mostly the sort of inhabitable ones, where you can pick up trade missions and go and buy, sell and stuff like that on behalf of the faction you're representing, and earn XP when completing. Honestly guys, this new version of Reforged Eden is going to be legit awesome. And I'm not even like, I don't even think I'm going to be bothering with things like the decay gates and stuff this time round. I mean, the guys on the server will do it, but I've covered it so many times now, I just don't feel it like necessary to cover it again in this one. So I'm going to be looking into all the other stuff that you can do in Reforged, which doesn't necessarily involve beating on massive ships or huge end-world bosses to do. Hidden missions and things like that. Sneaky, like, new missions that you can only find by exploring. I'd still rather have vanilla. Oh, Ascali, come on! I think you should give it another go. You should give it another go when the new version comes out soon. You owe it. You owe yourself that much. Also, stop being such a grumple puss. It's like a sourpuss, but grumpier. Went. Good point, Scully. Well, well said. Yeah, fair enough. Rouge Clues, thanks for the sub, man. Much appreciated. And the follow as well. Welcome along. Trade missions, Dragon Tech. So, a very, very sort of basic version of them, I guess, was added maybe. But no, this is on a whole new level. This is going to be on a whole new level. So, I don't even think they were like necessarily trade missions. You could do mining missions at the mining sites and stuff, and you could buy like small, medium, and large cargo boxes, and go and sell them somewhere. I think that was it, wasn't it? So I'm actually going to stick to the base color here. And just apply this slightly rougher texture to it. There we go. Nice. Oh, thank you, Wolf. I don't have a beverage to hydrate with at this point, but yeah, appreciate. Thank you very much. A posture check has been applied. It's a really weird way of doing this, kind of like 1/4 at a time. 1/4 of the ship has been textured on the outside. The inside is still yet to go. Oh my god. Somebody help me. Help me. Please. Please, I need help. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could just be like, it's done. I don't think people would accept that, though. Something tells me it'll never be done. What about that? Don't tell me you run out of beer. Ah, god damn it. Yeah, no, I don't really drink very much, so we never really have beer in. You generally get beer in if we got guests coming around. You know, I'll go pick up some beer. Yeah, you have my attention. Welcome back, Blazer. Good to have you, buddy. Spanj, somebody help me. Laney appears in stream with paint gun. No! Not that kind of help! Is there an official release date for Reforged Eden this month yet? No, I don't think there's an official one. It's difficult because obviously there needs to be some testing done, and that might reveal some problems which could set it back and stuff like that. But we should have, should being, you know, the operative word here, should have a test version sometime next week if everything continues to go at the current pace, I believe. That's all I know. Soon, TM. Probably this. No official release date. Unofficially, 3rd week of March. There you go. Thank you, Barnabas. See, ask him lots of questions. He loves it. So we can break it. Yeah. That should be with the merger. That should be with the merger done. Again, done. This whole bit up here bothers me. I don't know what to do with it though. This, I was thinking, would be a great place to add some more turrets, if you wanted some more turrets. So maybe what I could do is kind of mark them out a little bit, right? So if I add 2 spots there, a spot there, and do some little symbol work. Boop, boop. Suddenly, not so empty, right? Add rust. It's never done. I know. I'd also like to see a way to tone down the glare on reflections of textures. A mirror polish doesn't belong on an SAS ship, for instance. Yeah, probably right. Too bad unless you get like really close to it. A little bit shiny. It's a wee bit shiny. Not too bad. Greetings from Portugal. Poop Fart. Great name. Love it. Welcome along, buddy. Hey, well, thanks for the 4 months, man. Appreciate it. If the idea of the SAS is hire other factions for the hard stuff, why not hire them for this hard work? Some things you just can't outsource. You know? You can't really outsource the branding of your company. You can get consultant on it and stuff, and you know, thanks to Luz Decor for consulting on LCDs earlier. But yeah, a lot of that, most of that you have to do yourself. You definitely outsource branding, but you're probably not going to be happy with the results. Right. Have an idea. 4 times. I'm not doing that 4 times. Nice. Suck it. Read that as Portugal, Spain, and was what? Maybe from Park Chop Land. A community patchwork paint job would be awesome. With lots of different styles of texturing going on in there. It'd be, yeah. Could be interesting, that's for sure. Right. Texture for columns like this. There's that one, which isn't bad, but is also kind of like meh. This one, which comes complete with some kind of glowiness. It's quite nice. So do I want it in the base coat color, or should I have it in the off-color grays? And then we've got the horizontal as well. Should be a meh. If I thought about this a little bit harder, I could have put the symmetry mode up top to bottom. That could have saved me a good minute and a half or so. The sidewalls didn't get texture copied. No, they didn't, did they? Son of beans. Thank you. Ah, different rotation. How was it a different rotation? Was it vertical and these ones are horizontal? Oh no. There you go, they're all vertical now. At ease. You can relax. OCD triggered! I saved it, I saved it. Relax, relax. You're okay. You're in a safe place. Nothing's trying to get you. Oh dear. These Chillin Buildin streams are absolute freaking roller coaster of emotions, I tell you, aren't they? Absolute roller coaster. You bastard. All the fun I can handle. Oh dear. Didn't expect this level of gamers cardio on a Wednesday night, huh? Shit. Sorry, that was probably a bit unnecessary, wasn't it? My apologies. But, you know, misplaced texture like that, it can be really derailing. Looking fantastic, Spanj. Another great SAS download. Thank you very much, dude. It's not even finished yet. Love it. Keep that kind of talk coming. I need it. I need it. I absorb it. Like sunlight. No, sunlight sets me on fire. That's something else. Someone's at the door. You got that? Cool. Wifey's got it. I'm a nosy bastard. It's a peak of excitement. Someone's at the door! Battle stations! No one out to get you, he says. Safe space, he said. I know. What do I know, huh? Now, what do I do here? This is... There's several textures we can choose from here. I might use one I haven't used before. So I don't know. I don't usually use this one just because it is quite exciting. And I just like it really stands out. Like as a texture, it really stands out from quite far away. So I don't usually use it, but maybe for a special occasion we can slap it on this bit here. Slappity-doo. Run, Spanj, run. I might need to remove all of these little things that I put in here, just because in order to texture the blocks underneath them, I'll need to, because the hitboxes on them is terrible. So remove them and then replace them. That's going to be interesting because that texture is not available for container extensions. That's the words. Rain will catch up eventually. It's currently full of textures and colours and stuff at the moment, so it's struggling to do the whole talky thing. Right, there we go. Put these ones in as well. I'm just going to use this texture here. Container extension, container extension. Once we place the whatever this thing is back over the top, like that, you can barely see that texture anyway. And then I'll just make these brown. Honestly, it's brown. It's so freaking orange. It's crazy. It's brown. It's orange. It's brown. It's orange. Like claws. So when did I start watching a J Randall build? Does he use that one quite a lot, does he? I can't even remember now. Normally what I would do is paint these bits here, but I'm thinking about leaving these just because, like, my god, you'll be here all freaking year. Did every single little inset as well. I think I might just leave that because it is already in its way a contrast anyway. Right. So can we carry that on round? Break it up a little bit. Oh, let's just do one and then. There we go. It's looking a little nicer, huh? Right, another foot is a foot. It's the perfect shade of ginger. I like it. Powerful. Brown is just a dark orange. Brown will look orange when surrounded by dark colours. There you go. Contextual in this case. If the build is good, it's orange. If the build is shite, it's brown. I like it. I like that as well. Awesome. Very good. Right. This little bit here first, actually. Doink, doink, doink. Clink, clink. Oh, you freaking bastard. Boink, boink, boink. Bonk, blonk, blonk. Bollocks. 11 builds, not counting Valkyrie. Is there any other late game CV you would recommend? Keep up the God's work. What do you mean you don't like the Valkyrie? Ah, poor Valkyrie, man. Thing's a monster. Face hugged 2 Taveras and laughed. It was glorious. Yeah, you don't like it, you don't like it. That's fair enough. I'm not gonna hold it against you. Bastard. I mean, yeah, it's fine. Bastard. Yeah. I don't hold any grudges. Ban him! I mean, yeah, no, it's fine. What did I do on the front? But oh, I think I just panelled it. Fine. Panel. Different. Behave. Don't even get the freaking textures these days, I tell you. They're always trying to do their own thing. Think they're all clever. Well, stop it. You're not clever. What? Stick him. Get him. Got him. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Symbols. Symbols. Blah, 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 blah. Dangerfoot. This thing is still hovering. I'd like to just point that out. It is just kicking booty right now. I mean, it had a full tank of fuel and it's down to 64%, but that's not... it's nothing. It's just sitting there, just chilling. Hovering away. Okay. Oh, it's toasty in here. Yeah, damn. This is gonna take a while, isn't it? Good job, Laney. Spanj, I think the first comma on the Valkyrie question have been a what? What? Something? What? I don't even know what you're talking about. Comma? Possibly dumb question. How do you do textures that light up? There is only a couple of textures that light up. This one is probably the one you're after. But these textures will also light up. This one has a bit of a light. That one has a bit of a light. Basically, if you see a little white flick, then it's probably got a bit of a light going on it. That one does. That one does. These light up in different colours. Well, they all light up in different colours, but generally speaking, the first lot, the background will be the base colour, and the light will be whatever colour it is you set. Whereas this will always have the black background and then whatever colour you want the light to be. So, this one here is generally speaking the glowy colour. It's probably what you're talking about. Yeah, you can just sort of apply that on. I like to apply it on thin blocks, like on the little knobbly bits like that. Knobbly bits! Because I don't want to over globify the entire thing. I mean, we were playing around with it a couple of streams back, and you know, you can do the little thin edges of stuff in that one, things like that. But when I come to that, I'll probably take that whole off and just have small little glowy details, like these little thin strips hidden away everywhere. I think they're a little bit more effective than having giant glowies everywhere somehow. Right, let's go back up to the top. I grow weary of being underneath the ship. You're all boats. Xeno is, yeah, I mean, Xeno has a wonderful glowy texture as well. Yeah, it's got a good one. Cannot deny that. Oh, Manuela, thank you very much for sub, dude. Welcome along. I'm back under the ship again, aren't I? Why does this always happen to me? I can't get away. I can't get away. Somebody help me. Help me. You like being on bottom? Maybe. Hey, Sane, what's up, dude? Sane in the Beyblade. Yeah. Good evening, good Bubby. What's up, dude? Imperial Bob Ross. I'll take it. Yeah, I guess. Trying to find the right texture sometimes just takes a little bit of time. Trial and error. Try different textures. Doesn't work? Try another one. Try another one. Try another one. If it really doesn't work with any of them, then maybe just try the base, flat, non-texture texture, and move on. Of course, you know. Try to avoid making the entire thing that texture, because otherwise, you know, it's just a bit boring, but... Texture is very sort of practiced. You're kind of like learn what you like on what blocks, where, what shapes work with what kind of textures. But yeah, it's just about trying different ones until you figure out what does that block look like. Before, after. Oh dear. Maliki, you're talking about the swamp planet. The swamp planet, the original one, I don't know if it still does it, but the original swamp planet at night, everything came out. Horrors, assassins. It was gnarly, dude. Anyone had shattered round the swamp starter planet got many, many complaints that it was too hard. Because basically people would land in the middle of the night and then would promptly die. It was great. But yeah. Some people weren't happy with the ultra difficult start that I set up. It's like, the clue's in the name, guys. Don't go down at night. Shard was always a fun starter, but Shard was amazing. The trick with Shard was to get down there before the 24-hour freaking the 24-hour sort of I can't remember what you called it, like safety time expired. Because yeah, it was the spawn time. Things wouldn't spawn on the planet for the first 24 hours, so you could, like, you know, kind of, I don't know even if the game still does that. I don't think it does. Well, unless it's like programmed into the playfield or something, I don't know. Anyway, I digress. Yeah. If you can get down on Shard during the 24-hour kind of no spawn time, then you can get around reasonably easy, and you have to survive against the radiation and stuff. But then the spawns kick in, and you have to get to the hot tub. Do you remember the hot tub stack? Good times. That was a fun starter planet. Doesn't exist anymore. Didn't even know if Wolf is still running servers. Burp. Burp. What do we do here? Maybe that one. That one. I don't want to do that one. So, I don't know, maybe a little heavy. Is the only problem with that one is just a little heavy. It's a wee bit heavy. That's quite nice. Right. I should have symmetried this. Damn it. Yeah, turn it on, turn it off. I can't never remember which bloody way around I've got it. But yes, I should have symmetried that. I suppose I could copy and paste it, maybe. Although... it's the same on the other side. I was just about to type, do you remember the hot tub? Yes! The only way we could keep from freezing to death. The water was hotter than the air. Or warmer than the air. It was good. Yeah. That was funny. I'm tempted, like, do I make the entire of these little boobs? Do I make them brown? Or should I make them like charcoal? Charcoal boobs. In any case, obviously I need to make them stick out. After all, they're boobs. Baby, baby. Silver, just to be different. I like mine tanned. Perky. Hey, Spanj, how are you? Hey, Teds, what's up, man? It's funny how you turn up when we start talking about babes. Why Empyrean Galactic Survival in the Space Engineers Gaming tab? Yeah. Because YouTube has failed to recognize the game incorrectly. But then I didn't tell it what game it was, and it's just trying to figure it out for itself. Yeah. Let's see about that, shall we? I can just go Imperion. Boom. There we go. Corrected it. F5, it should now say Imperion. Sorry about that. My apologies. I hope you find some Space Engineers content. Oh no, these guys need to be This is, I suppose, one thing that Space Engineers you can't do, is it? Texturing. Yeah, suck it, Space Engineers. Because I'm having so much fun. What is going on over here? Hang on, these are not aligned. Oh no, they are. I'm just being a donkey. Yes. Yes. Alright. Alright, let's the problem is, if I apply symmetry mode, it's not symmetrical. There's 2 blocks wide on that side and only 1 block on that side. I could do this line, texture that, and then symmetry, and then it should be fine. Right? Spanj, do you play Space Engineers at all anymore? No. It's not Space Engineers because it's not laggy. Are you planning on getting the Steam Deck? No. No, no. I don't really have any use for it. Why would I use it? Like... You need to have, like... Don't you need to have a Wi-Fi connection to your PC to use it? Like, I don't know. I haven't read into it, actually. I could be just making that up entirely, but I'm assuming it's like Steam Link used to be. I don't know if you remember that. But it had Steam Link. It's sat in a drawer. It's actually just sat in a drawer down there. Steam Link. I might use Steam Link, actually, because I've been... No, sorry. No. See? I've been playing a little bit of Forza 4, because, you know, I am occasionally partial to a racing game. I like to just, like, drive around and enjoy the sights and stuff like that. So I've been playing a bit of Forza 4. Problem with Forza 4, however, is that my copy is on the Xbox app on my PC. So I don't think it would work with Steam Link. Although I don't know if you could add the third-party game to Steam, which you can actually do, add that to big picture mode and then use Steam Link with that. There's a thought. Maybe that would work. Possibly. Thank you for the hydrate intense. I don't have a beverage on me right now, so I cannot do that one, but I can posture check. Wait, Steam Deck is a portable PC. Self-contained. It's not just... It's standalone. That's surprising. That's freaking surprising. Wait. How can they get... That's impossible. That's impossible. No. They can't get the full power of a gaming PC into a handheld handbag. A purse. Valheim on the couch. Standalone. You can also download Windows or anything you want on it. You can install Windows. Why would you install Windows? Does it come with its own proprietary OS? I assume some sort of Steam OS, Big Picture or whatever. Or is it Linux? And you can install Windows if you need Windows to run the games that you want to run that aren't compatible with the proprietary OS, I assume. Because there's going to be plenty out there that do not work on the Steam Deck. But then... Ooh, that's interesting. This changes things. Linux. See, Linux would work. I can believe that Linux would work. I do not believe that if it was running Windows, it would work. Like, it would work for some games. Yeah, it'd happily run Minecraft. Great, off you trot. It won't run this. It'll run it like a dog. But then this game is about as optimized as a shoe. That's not fair to shoes. Shoes are quite well optimized, actually. You know what I mean, though. the shoes go. Can't argue with the optimization of a shoe. Pretty damn efficient, really. How we got onto that. I didn't even know shoes are optimized. Yeah. Since when have you experienced lag in a shoe? Linux based, but you can also use emulation. They have done it, and there are other standalone handhelds out there. I think 2 others. You can also connect it to a monitor, almost like a Nintendo Switch. It's probably more powerful than your PC. Shut up! Yeah, whatever. No. I've got a 12-core frickin' AMD chip in this thing, and a GTX 2070, which is about the same size as the entire frickin' Steam Deck. No. 2 flip-flops count very laggy. Good point, Blazer. They wouldn't count flip-flops as shoes, though. They're more like cardboard with a strap over the top. Steam Deck uses a custom-designed APU, a combination CPU-GPU architecture built by AMD. Good. The CPU is the equivalent of a Zen 2 laptop processor, 4 8-core setup of primary and secondary cores, maxing out at 3.5 gigahertz. Not bad. Gotta admit, that's pretty good. You definitely have me interested, chat. I am intrigued. I may have to look this up a little bit now. I have to admit, you have piqued my interest in this, because I thought it was just like Steam Link, but with a screen built in. This is what I thought. But this is the problem with me. Like, I didn't look into it because I just was like, Steam Link, whatever, Steam Link, just rebranded, you know. So I guess I'm glad for you guys actually bringing it to my attention, I suppose, yeah. Maybe I will look into it. Maybe I will. But then what? What? Are you wanting Let's Plays on this thing? That can't be right. Spanj from the couch. The wife would be furious. So what are you doing on the couch? This is what I do when you're streaming. Get off. Go away. Go away, man. You gone. She would be genuinely, yeah, probably pretty furious with that. So yeah. Just for giggles. It would have to be just for giggles. The only use I would get out of it, I think, would be some Forza action. A wee little bit of Forza. Assuming I could add it to the Steam Deck, and I'm not sure how I could do that. That might be an interesting question. Can you add non-Steam games to the Steam Deck? Maybe I just need to get a Steam Deck compatible racing game that I enjoy. That's another option. These are all questions. Because what would I really play? Like, I don't even know. Meh. Could you play Lost Ark? You could play Lost Ark on it. Right? Who was it that tweeted the other day that they're doing Steam Deck integration or compatibility? Was it Satisfactory? I couldn't stand Satisfactory on a Steam Deck. It's too complicated. Lost Ark won't work. Well, there we go. Oh, it is getting late, isn't it? From the FAQ, the default Steam Deck experience requires a Steam account. It's free. Games are purchased and downloaded using... Is this copy and pasted, Laser? You haven't, like, yeah. Downloaded using Steam Store. That said, Steam Deck is a PC, so you can install third-party software and operating systems. Jeez, man. You can add non-Steam games to Steam, so should be able to add them to the deck. Wow. Tacos? Tacos? I love that. A little injection of tacos. What, on the Steam Deck? Bastard. Let's do it here instead. Do it here instead. It's fine. Good old symmetry mode. Is it Volcanoids? No. No, they just did their little Pip-Boy update, didn't they? Cannot for the life of me remember who it was. Said they were doing a Steam Deck update. It doesn't really matter. Well, yeah, somebody was doing it. Quite sort of flat, kind of featureless area up here, so I figured if we add some like symbol stuff, we could break it up a little bit and hopefully... Oh, I didn't realise symmetry mode did that. Look at that, that's terrible. Oh, I've gone and done it. Break it up a little bit. Did Lainey keep her part of the taco bargain video if you did play Ark with her? Nope. Lainey will never do a face reveal. I made that bargain because I knew she would never do it. See what you did now? I need to quit Spanj for a couple of minutes to check what Steam Deck actually is. That's what tabs are for, Gubby. You may be thinking Valheim. They released that recently along with Controller Support. Hey, yeah, Soph caught me. I think you're right. Thank you very much. It was bloody Valheim. I follow all these developers on Twitter. I can never keep track of which one's doing what. Spanj, can we get a tour of the ship? Sure, Zyron. You give me a second to catch up on the chat and we'll do it. 9, is this the meh that I heard so much on? Yeah, the dude, this is the meh. This is the meh. Alright. Tour is $9.95. Oh dear. How dare you kill Radiated Grace like that? Man, she got obliterated. Thing is, I went into that fight, I was like, this is going to be a tough fight, this is going to be a tough fight. And then like, it's like, blat! One arrow, granted, steel arrow in sneak. just knocked her over, and then the SMG just deleted her. Utterly deleted her. It was insane. I was just like, okay, never mind. Hey, Blighted. Wow, a brick with a brick on top. Whatever will you dream up next? Brick Inception. This is what this is, Blighted. Brace yourself, because Brick Inception is on. Anyone playing Scum? I've heard some people playing Scum. I don't know if Or2169 is still in the chat, but he plays Scum. Very fond of it. Wants me to play Scum. Probably won't, though. Bit complicated. Don't like it. Spanj, if you want best info on Steam Deck, you should check out Linus Tech Channel. Good. Yeah, I've heard of those guys. They do some good stuff. MEH equals Mobile Equipment Hangar. It brings tanks to the party. I like it, Cameron. Very good. Flying Pyramid? Sure, if you squint. Your mining is driving me nuts. What do you mean I will? We just dig out until it collapses, and then I'll just dig out some more. It collapses some more. What's the big deal? I think Blighted wants a brick to the face. Ah, harsh, but yeah, maybe. You need to get a sponsorship for Steam Deck. Sell some units. Yes! I'm off. Diggy diggy. Collapsey collapsey. Diggy diggy. Collapsey collapsey. It rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Don't bother with building supports or anything like that. What are you supporting? The ground? Who cares? Diggy diggy. Collapsey collapsey. Easy. Anyway, tour of the Jupiter so far. So yeah, we've done maybe a third of the overall exterior texturing, I would say. So far, what we have here is we've got a nice little landing deck on the front here for smaller CVs, mining CVs, maybe SVs as well, if your party's bringing those. But with SVs, you've got 4 SV pads on the side here, specifically for those. So ideally, you'd park a smaller mining ship there and your SVs there. We've got flak turrets, gat turrets all along the top. All turrets are based on point defense, drone defense, not anti-ship turrets. These are all low caliber point defense systems. Not a combat ship. Has a single layer of hardened steel armor most of the way around, so relying on those shields entirely when it comes to any kind of combat engagement. Very, very, very asymmetrical. Underneath, again, we're not seeing much texture down here yet. We haven't finished yet, but we've got a few gats down here. A big barrage of gats along the port side there. And the name. That's about it, really. And some feet. Lots of thrust to get big, heavy tanks and lots of cargo off the ground. There is a lower boarding ramp here. You can get into the ship from this one. Straight to the bridge. There we go. The bridge then, or this is the one of the bridges. Again, untextured yet. Still waiting on that. Thank you, Saluz Decor, once again for the nice little LCD there, just to bring a little bit of life to this place. And then we've got kind of functional space. We've got constructors, medical, fridge, armor lockers and stuff like that. And then we keep on going back here. We've got our garden, 2 sets of 9, 18 plots. Fridge and food processor. Oxygen systems as well, of course. Come back in here and go through this gap here. We're into the main hangar deck. This is where you can park quite a few Tri-Fire hover tanks, or hover tanks of a similar size. Just to give you an idea, this is the Tri-Fire down here, and is one fat beast of a tank. She's a big girl, and you can fit about 5 of them in there, 6 at a push. Bumper to bumper, of course. So, smaller tanks, you can fit more. Bigger tanks, you might be able to fit less. But hopefully, it's wide enough for most tanks. They've gone with the sort of open plan kind of look to the sort of gubbins. We got thrusters visible in here, so the ship does take damage, and you lose thrusters, you're going to be exposed to space. And because of the open plan nature of the ship, that means the entire ship will decompress. Shield generator, gravity generator in there. This area is kind of like a like a turnaround point. So you can like just cram more and more tanks in here and just fill this section up as well, but this is where you can maneuver the tank within the ship. It's also enough space here that the repair bay can kind of get its green force field around most things in this space. Park it onto the repair bay, you've got all this extra space around it to get the repair bay actually working, because I've always had problems with the repair bay just freaking interfering with something. The Tri-Fire is not reforged ready, no. That would require a lot of auxiliary cores and quantums to get working, and I'm not sure it's worth it, really. So if you want a reforged tank at the moment, is the Demon Mark III is still my best go-to reforged tank. But if you were to put this thing up against the Tri-Fire would just eat it alive because it's a vanilla build. So anyway, I digress. Lots of container extensions in the floor, as you can see. There's about... Why are you 312? 312? This is a freaking travesty. 312. Does that mean you're 312 as well? No, you're 320. You're fine. 320, 320, 320, 320. Okay, fine. There we go. So a bunch of container extensions on the 320. We got the repair console over here. Out of the way. I've exposed things like the generators and stuff like that, because again, they're pretty good assets in the game, so it's nice to be able to see them. And it just gives that kind of more shiny stuff to look at, really. Again, with the fuel tanks as well. And on the ceiling here, we can see through to the warp drive. And I put some heavy glass in above the generators so you can see those big, beautiful things spinning away as well. If we head up either this elevator or that one, we come to the engineering deck. So, get a similar door over there. Come through here, we're where the warp drive is. We've got core CPU extenders, rear-facing cockpit for use of the multi-tool out the back. Again, more exposed thrusters and piping and stuff like that. We've got our CPU extenders in the wall here. And then we're up to these big, juicy generators. Now, the generators side of things, I've probably got way too much power. Because I've got those two monster generators down there, plus 3 more. So we've got sort of primary and secondary generators going away here, plus fuel tanks for days. So there's 2 tier 3 fuel tanks in each one of these banks, and that's not the only place that they are. There's secondary and tertiary fuel banks as well. And then we got the upper bridge here. Still need to do a fair bit of sort of decorative work in here to kind of make this a nice space, but this is just by the landing deck on the top here. So you got some nice double doors from the big deck there. Deck. And then this comes out to the SV pads as well. So you got tunnel all the way through for reasons. I don't know why. It was fun. And there we go. That's pretty much the entire ship. Extremely functional. It is designed to drop tanks and take them home again with all the loot. Oh, there is also this hatch on the floor here, so if you want to have a good time, flip the drop bay doors, drive your tank out, and just fly it down to whatever POI you're hovering over. The other option you could do with this thing as well is you can have a tank, a specially designed tank with a downward facing artillery cannon. You undock it from the ship while it's hovering, hover the tank up so it doesn't dock with the artillery cannon facing over this hatch. You can then just rain artillery death onto a POI from well out of its weapons range from the comfort of the ship, and then once you've defanged it or whatever, you can then land the ship and looty loots, and you can do that all with just a single artillery gun. You don't need a super fancy tank. Oh, there she is, because artillery shells, they don't they don't despawn. So even if you're out of range from directly above, the shell will just continue to fall, and then it will hit its target, presuming you aim it right, and destroy it. Quite a cheeky little maneuver. Not mine. I can't take credit. But you know, I think it's quite well known now. Right, let's get this thing on the ground here a second, so we're not just. We have touchdown. Alright, well, there we go. Okay, so this will be the last stream of this ship. I will finish the texturing and detail work I need to do off camera. I will then attempt to do a reforged version as well. Depending on how successful that is, I may publish both a vanilla version and a reforged version. So I suspect not particularly successful. I don't know. It's 4.6 million. It will be well over 2.1. Even though Reforged doesn't count blocks, it charges you more for constructors. It charges you way more for these giant generators. So a Reforged version will probably have to be trimmed down a fair bit. A lot of these turrets will probably have to go. But I could replace them with bolter turrets instead, which are much cheaper and still pretty effective against drones and stuff. The thrusters are also the big freaking question mark. I may need to nerf the amount of thrusters it's got. And I may need to swap out all the hardened steel for regular steel just to be able to lift the damn thing with all the thrusters I need to take out. Yeah. Nailed it, Blazer. Your ship has a lot of balls. Thank you, sir. It's hot drop o'clock. How do you get back in again? What, if you drop the tank out of the ship? Well, I assume you would do that with not on your own. Yeah. You would do that with someone with you. Because yes, if you just fling yourself out of the ship while it's mid-air, you may have some problems getting back into it. I suppose you could registry and turn it off, maybe. Or die, respawn, land the ship and stuff. Yeah, there's options, but generally I'd recommend you you only do that if somebody is with you and can land the ship separately. Yeah. There we go. Right, I do want to show you guys one thing before I do go. We're going to come out of this one. I should have probably blueprinted that. It'll be fine. I will trust. Basically, just focus it on just dropping off 4 or so tanks. Yeah, if you've got a 5-man team, you have 4 tanks in there. One of you flies the ship, 4 of you drive the tanks out of the hatch, and off you go. When are you going to do the thing when you make it look good? Thanks, Blade. Oh dear. So for single player? Well, for single player, then land the ship, drive the tank out of the ship, do your business, and then enter the ship in the same way that you left it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my Reforged Eden 1.6 creator session. This is my current workshop for converting as many SAS builds into Reforged builds as I can, and Reforged builds into SAS builds. So, the Leviathan here is Reforged ready. It's at just over 2.1 million, and has had to go through some serious nerfage. So it's lost half its thrusters. It's still got, I think, plenty of its thrusters, but you'll notice sort of dark spots in the thruster housing where it's lost them. 2 of its drive thrusters are gone because it was overpowered, in fairness, when it came to forward thrust anyway. So lots of its turrets are gone, or downgraded from plasma to laser, laser to GAT, or just removed entirely. And there we go. That's pretty much it. It has no repair bay anymore. It's got half the constructors it had. This is what you need to do in order to reforge the living bejesus out of stuff. I've also added a bucket ton of freaking crew just to try and get CPU numbers under control. And after all of that, it is still over CPU by 47,000, which is probably going to cut the efficiency down to about 80% or so, I think. But I didn't want to take anything more off of it, really. It was already killing me. The Pioneer, which is the heavy version with the mining lasers, the upgraded guns, the bigger engines and stuff, I have applied the Scavenger Alliance paint job to. So this is just ready to go because it was already well within CPU. So that's an option. What else we got here? Oh yeah, this one's new. This is coming out on the workshop very soon. I think as soon as the new version of Reforged Eden comes out. And I just double check this one, make sure it's still working hunky-dory. This one will be coming out. This is the Matarist, which is an old build of mine, retrofitted for the Scavenger Alliance. Used to be a modular CV design, so it would have this central docking thing, would have multiple little smaller CVs docked to it that all had individual functions like cargo or a garden or medical, combat, that sort of thing. I've done away with that completely. Retrofitted some extra landing pads for SVs, cargo pods, and garden and stuff onto it, as well as done some other little modifications here as well. So nice boat, quite an early ship, quite a big ship for an early boat, but cost wise, you get about 34,000 iron, so mostly steel. I didn't have to add any crew to this to get this into CPU. It's at 837,000, which brings it into, I think, tier 3. You don't need the advanced core systems, so you can get it in pretty early, as long as you can get those resources and stuff. So, interesting ship, the Matarist. Quite, as you can see, quite a chunky monkey, but really, really fits the faction really nicely after its retrofit. That kind of like really ad hoc sort of style. I like it. I think it's done well. What else? We got some SVs over here. The Cargo Frog I haven't done yet. Surge I haven't done yet. So we've got the Mandible, as of course. That's been nerfed a little bit. I just had to take a couple of GATs off. And that was take the lasers and put them back to GATs. So that was it. It's ready for Reforged. And that's at tier 3 as well. Yep, so nice and early for the Mandible. The Buzzard. I think I had to go to tier 4. No, that was tier 3 as well, actually. That's quite surprising. Wait, are you sure? No. Let me auto group again. I'm pretty sure I added a single... Yep, advanced. So you need an advanced to get the Buzzard in. But then that is the price of 6 rocket launchers, I suppose. Plus a bunch of jet engines and stuff like that, so... a little bit heavier. What else? That was... yeah, brand new... not brand new. Old ship, never finished it, called the Dropper. It's a 5-man starter SV. So really intended for kind of multiplayer, which I suppose the Mandible as well, but this is even earlier than the Mandible. This will be coming... there's a brand new ship as well coming soon to the workshop. This is Reforged ready. Tiny little SV, not warp capable or anything, because the rear section, which I suppose you could gut and put a warp drive in very easily, has 4 passenger seats in here, plus goodies like O2 stations and armor lockers and fridges and such. So you can get 5 people in this very, very, very cheap early game SV. A couple of GATs, that's it. No shields or anything. Detector, off you go. But like I said, I suppose you could actually retrofit with a warp drive and just make it for a single player, no problem. That'll be coming along soon as well. Gemini Outpost. The space station that hasn't been airtight for far too long because Elion updated the stair blocks to not be airtight. Thank you, Elion. And I never got around to updating it. That has been fixed. It was these ones that were the problem because this block here went into the lower lounge. And so that there was where the air was getting out. But as you can see, oxygen is now coming through. This is now airtight. It is now done in the Scavenger Alliance colors. and will be coming soon as well. Is also reforged at, I believe, tier 4 maximum tier. No auxiliaries required. In order to get that, and it's over 15,000 over. In order to get that in, a lot of the weapons had to be nerfed down to what are these? These are Sentinel Flaks. These are Colonist light missile turrets. Sentinels, Colonist bolters. So a lot of the weapons are basically really light Colonist weapons, and Sentinel Flak, which I suppose Sentinel Flaks aren't that light, but a lot of the firepower has been taken away, although it does still have the big honking artillery gun top and bottom. The repair bay's gone as well, because that costs a ridiculous amount of CPU, so you just have to have a separate solar repair bay. Lots and lots of crew in this one as well to bring down the CPU, but completely repainted in the faction colors, but it's otherwise still the same Gemini outpost station. Oh, I did replace the garden here. Lots and lots of food capacity, lots and lots of crew. What was it? What was it? It was a... Oh, the shield generator is just a standard one, not the advanced as well. So yeah, quite a few little kind of nerfs on this one, but no auxiliaries required to get this fairly hefty station in. The good thing about Gemini is it's just kind of, it's a good all-roundy, and that's really difficult to do in Reforged, is get something that does most of everything. So it's got lots of production, lots of storage, and defenses built in, and can run entirely on solar. So that will be coming along soon as well, probably as a separate post rather than an update to the original. Other than that, this is all other people's builds. So these are all things that other people submitted for the Scavenger Alliance, which some of these are freaking amazing. The Hunter there is an amalgamation of various Xerax ships by Don. The Reviver there, I think, is... oh, I can't remember who did the Reviver. Is this Don as well? Red Baron, sorry, Red Baron, yep. I thought it was Red Baron, but I wasn't sure. I was like, I thought Red Baron's was the Salvo. The Salvor. Yeah, Salvor might be Red Barons as well, actually, because I love the little cranes. Yeah, Red Baron did that one as well. Little cranes along the side look really cool. So a lot of these ships are other people's, so I won't be doing these ones. You know, they can do those if they want and repost them if they want to. The Warthog, I'm in two minds of whether to convert that or not. It's so many guns. It's just going to be so far over CPU. I mean, let's have a little look. Right now, without any modifications, it's actually 2.9 million. That is a lot less than I thought it would be. So maybe it's not outside the realms of possibility. There we go. Could convert the Warthog. But yeah, I'm going to be converting the Vendetta into a Scavenger Alliance. I'm going to be converting the Vulture. To be honest, they're all ready to go. All they need is a different paint job. So I'm not going to repost them on the workshop, just painting. The same with the Surge, the same with the Cargo Frog. They just need repainting. I'm not going to repost them. They're perfectly good as they are. They work. Anyway, there we go. Scavenger Alliance is coming to Reforged Eden. Although a lot of the vanilla builds are going to be sort of almost a freaking shadow of what they are in vanilla, I guess. That's where I've got to so far, anyway. Yeah, it should be good. Need a ship for between the Pioneer and all the mammoths you got. I'm not sure you do. This is the thing. The Pioneer... I mean, this is an upgraded version of the Pioneer, don't forget as well. So this thing's got laser turrets, it's got flak and stuff like that. It's quite a decent boat. With 6 freaking laser drills on the front of it. This is the upgrades you can do to this thing. From a storage point of view, you got 4 full 320 KSU containers. You've got a garden, you've got constructors, you've got... Has this thing got a repair bay in it, really? There's a freaking repair bay in it. It's absolutely crazy. Full medical. Like, you can get pretty much all the resources you need for one of the mammoths, as you call it. With this one, no problem at all. And to be honest, the Leviathan isn't even that expensive. It's what? The highest is 69,000 titanium and 25,000 sathium. 111,000 iron. The iron and titanium and stuff you'll get from just salvaging down POIs, or if you've got one of these with the mining lasers, just mine it, you're done. Easy. I feel like an in-between ship between the Pioneer and the Leviathan is just a waste of resources. I really do. The thing is, in Reforged as well, you need so many ships. Because you need something to do... You need something to start with, to mine with. You need something as your kind of everyday production, storage, looting ship. And you need something to get off on and off those high-gravity planets. And you need something to go and kill stuff. So having another one in between all that just doesn't make any sense to me. But you could have something like the Matarest, I would say, would be a good intermediary. The other one is that I've got these two back here. Now brace yourselves, guys. These are some old builds. Static, if you're still around, you'll recognize this bad boy, I tell you. This is the Junker. And this is kind of like one of my most bare bones, minimal CVs. It's not the absolute bare bones that I could do. I could probably, and I am interested in the challenge actually, in probably doing like a proper skinny bare bones ship. This thing is... That's it. There you go. That's the entire ship. It has a bed. It has a shower and a toilet, armor locker, and a small constructor. That's the entire thing. Boom. So if you want a super cheap starter ship, because the Pioneer is pretty expensive for a starter ship, but this one is like... What we got? 2,900 carbon substrate, 3,600 iron. The Neodymium's only 1,040 Neo. It's bugger all. So, yeah. We could, so, Junker Pioneer Leviathan is the way I would jump that, but to be honest, yeah. I like 80 to 100 meter ships, easier to land, etc. Just my personal choice. 80 to 100 meter. How long is the Matarest? That was dramatic, wasn't it? 100 meter length. Where's all that stats? Width. Depth. 130. 32 high, 58 wide, and 130 long. The Matarest. Yeah, the X3 is a badass freaking starter ship. I gotta admit, that is one of the finest starter ships I've ever had the joy of flying, and it is a lot of fun. You can upgrade it to be a bit of a beast, but yeah, if those shields go down, you're in a lot of trouble, as we all found out. Well, we'll have to see where the next Let's Play takes us, but at the moment, you know, these are the ships I'm probably going to end up using. There's some combination formation or something like that, but it's going to be interesting to see what everybody else brings to the faction as well. Already there's quite a few SAS ships out there, and I suspect there might even be some more coming along. It's gonna be cool. Anyway, ladies and gents, next week I want to build something, like I said, it's a bit sleek and sexy, and I don't know what that's going to be, an SV or a CV. I'm thinking probably oh, I don't know, SV or a CV. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Sleek CV, difficult to do, more easier to do in Reforged, so I might make it Reforged. In fact, I'm definitely going to make it Reforged. We're going to do a sleek, sexy, reforged CV. There we go. That's what we're going to do next week. In the meantime, I'll try my best to get the Jupiter up on the workshop in a vanilla format and have a go at getting it into Reforged as well. But that is going to be all for today. Thank you very much for joining me tonight, guys. Any chance you finish this Trek-inspired ship? Ooh. I'm working on it. I'm working on it, slowly getting there. Let me just quickly... I'm glad you reminded me, actually, because I completely forgot for a second. Before we go, then, one last little look-see aroundy. Everything kind of loads in. There's the Tavira. There is... I can't remember the Vindicator. That was it. It's getting there. The paint job is in progress. As you can see, the nacelles still need doing. The exterior is coming along, though. I haven't done the bridge, and the top nacelles and stuff haven't been done yet. A lot of little bits work to do on the bottom and stuff. Still needs to do something there as well. Big flat zone, nothing going on there. But the interior is looking pretty plush, if I may say so myself. Plush and dandy. Just getting there. Yeah, I'm working on it. It's just taking a long time. So that will be coming along at some point, but it's not a scavenger build because it's a military ship. It won't be in scavenger colors, so it's really on the back burner for me right now. It's a shame because it is quite a beast of a build. Lots of auxiliary cores in this one. Yeah, put a lot of work into it. Definitely haven't abandoned it though, guys. Do not worry, it is not abandoned. It is getting there. Just yeah. Where's the champagne room? Looks like a meaner Akira class. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely heavily inspired by the Akira class. Definitely the rear nacelle setup was 100%. I wanted to do something kind of like if Star Wars and Star Trek had a baby. This would be the product of that pairing in Imperion, in my sort of spin and style, as it were. So it's getting there. That will be soon TM. Anyway, ladies and gents, once again, thank you very much for joining me tonight. I do appreciate you, as always, coming along and helping me out with these builds. Such a pleasure to have you. Thank you very much for all the subs and resubs and the follows and everything in between, the gifting of the subs. Thank you so much for all the hydrates and posture checks. Sorry I couldn't hydrate more, but forgot the beverage. Hopefully I'll see you guys next week. Otherwise, I'll see you on Friday for some more Darkness Falls madness, as always. Until then, guys, have a great week. Thank you again, and I'll see you when I see you. Take care of yourselves. Thank you. Good night.